Alright guys, welcome back to the Monteilverse. Good to see each and every single one of you again, and I finally had time to think about this entire situation. I've already heard everybody's opinions. I'm sure you have too at this point. Oh, Jimmy Uso turning on Jey doesn't make any sense, and it's a regression of the storyline. Roman Reigns gets away again, and even if they do continue this story, there's going to be a fatal four-way match at Survivor Series, and of course, Roman Reigns is going to win that too. Oh, dear Lord, help me. Where do I begin? Okay, look, I'm not going to even lie to you guys, and I'm not going to stunt. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, the other side doesn't have points. Because they do. Look, it does seem irrational for a brother to turn on another brother to help a cousin who abused them both keep the championship. It does not make any sense on that level. Yeah, it doesn't make sense if you're looking at it from the smaller picture. Okay, let's analyze this entire thing for a minute here. Okay, Roman beat the crap out of Jey in the Thunderdome era 2020 to become the tribal chief. It wasn't good enough the first time. Roman felt like that Jey didn't acknowledge him. Went back for seconds, Hell in a Cell, kicked the crap out of him again. He wouldn't say I quit. He took Jimmy, put his ass in the guillotine. At the time, he was still recovering from surgery. Jey had no choice but to say I'm quit. Jey became the servant. Jimmy's out for the entirety of 2020 besides what I just said. He comes back, I believe, May 2021. And the first thing he says out of his mouth, he's like, you ain't gonna be talking to me like you talk to Jey. Alright? Ain't nobody's bitch. That's the quote, that's what his shirt says, that's what it is. And he wanted Jey to join him so they could get back to doing their tag team thing. He didn't give a crap about Roman. He didn't like anything about Roman or how Roman was running things. He wanted to go back to the way things that he knew. He wanted his brother to serve his purposes. Good intentions or not, you obviously see that Jimmy has an agenda here. Since the moment he comes back. Alright? They finally beat the Mysterios for the tag team championships. Then they defend them for the course of over 600 days. Alright. They lose the titles at WrestleMania. They lose the rematch. Who gets pinned? Jimmy. It wasn't Jey that got pinned, it was Jimmy. Alright. Jimmy damn well knows that he cannot take on Roman Reigns by himself. And the main reason he's pissed is because Jey was given a higher position since the beginning than Jimmy was because Jimmy was on the shelf. That's number one. He even admitted it weeks ago on SmackDown that he was not happy about the fact that Jey was named the right-hand man. He didn't say why. He did not say why, but he said it was true that he was not happy about it. He did say, oh, I was trying to save you. BS. What people need to understand about this family is everybody's looking out for themselves. And everybody needs to understand the fact that Roman Reigns, as much of a heel, as much of a bad guy as you think he is, he's not always lying. Sometimes he's telling the truth. And Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns, they both warned Jey that Jimmy was a selfish SOB. They warned him. And did he listen? No. But just because Roman beat the living daylights out of him and sent him to the hospital with an apparently serious injury at the time, he decided to defend his brother, and he wanted that tribal chief moniker. He went out there, he did his best, he lost ultimately because of his brother. His brother, I'm telling you right now, feels that he should have been checking on him at the hospital, not hogging the spotlight and trying to take the tribal chief moniker for himself. Jimmy had enough. Am I agreeing with what he did? Hell no. I never liked Jimmy. Okay? The minute that anybody becomes some sort of threat to him or an irritation to him, he backstabs him. Sami Zayn, what happened? Sami betrayed Roman. Jey was in the middle. Even though Jimmy was the one that was loyal to Sami the whole time. And Jimmy just turned on Sami. He turns on anybody he can. He's a shark. Nobody's been paying attention. The only reason Jimmy outright didn't go after Roman face to face, except that little SmackDown episode, is because he knows he can't do it. So he manipulates everybody. Everybody in his family is in it for themselves. You honestly think Solo's on Roman's side? Really? You think Jey is doing... Well, actually, he might be the only one that's doing that out of the goodness of his heart. But the bottom line is, he wanted to be tribal chief. And that does come with a little bit of selfish intentions. Jimmy, same freaking thing. He wanted things done his way from the beginning. He was happy about him being referred to as the prom king, Jey trying to keep up with him. He wanted it to stay that way. And because of what Roman did with Jey, that changed. And that pisses him off. That is the story here. Everybody's in it for themselves. Oh, of course Roman's going to win the Fatal 4. Of course he's going to win. He's the best one there. He's the best one there. It's like saying, oh, you put The Rock, Rikishi, Umaga, and Yokozuna in a Fatal 4-way, Rikishi's going to win. Please. The Rock is going to win because he's the best. I don't give a damn about his schedule, how often he wrestles. There's nobody left for Roman to fight. I'll be honest with you and give you 3. You got Bobby Lashley. I'd like to see that. Seth Rollins is on Raw, but LA Knight was on Raw last night, so I don't know about that. AJ Styles. There's a limited number of people that can actually fight Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is on a different level, period. Okay, and let's break it down from a creative standpoint. Solo's never going to win. He's never going to... He just started. How's he going to win? That dude is a hothead. He's a powerhouse. That's it. That's all he is. But he's got, like, no IQ whatsoever. He almost cost Roman the damn match last night. Saturday. It's not Tuesday. Jimmy is not going to win because he don't have the chops. Period. Jey could have won, but I'm telling you right now, the best thing about it would have been he wins and that's it. He would drop the title inside of 3 months or less. I'd give it a month and a half. He's not believable to carry a company. He's just not. Roman Reigns is the answer. And you've heard this argument 1,000 times. Oh, well, people hate Roman Reigns and this and that, and talk all this trash about him. Then why does everybody watch it? They broke, SummerSlam records, box office records every time. But it's a valid argument. He's a draw. He, to me, is top 5 or top 3 storytellers. He's the best storyteller for me out of the last decade. Everybody acts like, Jimmy and Jey were this close all the freaking time and they didn't have any squabbles whatsoever and this and that. Dude, you have not been paying attention at all. Anytime anybody becomes a threat to Jimmy, he tries to undercut him. He cuts him out from under their legs. And he uses people to help him and he dresses it up as some noble deed that he's trying to do. The only reason Jimmy hates Roman is because he wishes he was Roman Reigns. He wishes he had that power. He wants that position for himself. He hates Jey at this point. Why? Because he sees Jey as inferior. Always has. He wanted it to be Jey being the secondary Uso for the entirety of their lives. Now that that's changed, he's pissed. He's mad at Solo because he couldn't manipulate Solo. Roman got to him first. That's what it is. Let's get real about it. If you think that anybody in this family is coming in here, again, trying to take a crown with noble intentions, you've lost your mind and you obviously don't know the reality. Alright, that's my opinion. That's my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.